This is about to make me emotional. Over there, those huge buildings in the distance is Shenzhen, mainland China.
Garlic naan, cheese naan.
Thanks. Welcome back to Hong Kong. Now let me eat my curry. Made pretty quick work of that. Let's go for a walk. Thank you. So in Hong Kong, when you go into different buildings, literally, it feels like you're going into a different town, a different community sometimes. And in Hong Kong, there's no building as infamous or as different than the Chungking Mansions, which is where we are right now. Of interest to some people visiting Hong Kong, you could find some of the cheapest guest houses and hotels in this building, in the entire city. Which I'm going to go and investigate right now.
Mind brought me. Can you something?
Looking for a guest house, like a cheap guest house. Where's the reception?
How many days?
One day.
One day.
Okay. I will follow you. How much does it cost, you know?
You give me 180?
180?
Yeah.
Which floor is it on?
Go here, block E.
Also, we gotta change elevators to go there.
Other block.
I got it. Just going to follow this gentleman to my room for the day. Nailed it. So in Chungking Mansions, each elevator will only take you to a certain floor. What is it, odd and even?
Yeah, odd and even, yes.
Oh, okay.
This one even, this one
I see. And the elevators are really small and really slow, right?
yeah.
Could be better. Who do I pay the money to? Okay. Am I going to get in trouble just for showing that? I mean, I'm assuming that's the Buddhist symbol, not the other one.
Today is what? Kitna tarikh aaj? What day today? 21. What, only one night, eh?
Only one night, yeah.
Remote, everything here. Okay?
Got
Any
everything.
problem?
I don't even need to move.
Everything.
Everything's within reach.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to go, take a key.
Okay, thank you.
I will lock the door.
Thanks.
Okay?
Can I ask, where are you from?
From Nepal. I'm
Nepal.
from. You from?
I'm from New York.
New York. Oh, US, New York. Oh.
So what do you think? Has to be the smallest hotel room I've ever paid money for. It's only about $20. To be honest, I've stayed in worse. I've been waiting like 5 minutes for the elevator. Let's just take the stairs. Yeah. So this building I'm in, Chungking Mansions, has historically been the home of migrant laborers coming from India, Pakistan, Nepal, and it has a very, very distinctive feel compared to almost every other building in Hong Kong. Sounds like an animated conversation. I know absolutely nothing of the languages from India. That makes me feel bad. I've got to change that someday. Got your Bollywood movies here, featuring badass Robin Hood. Got your, whatever this is, looks like hair products, or maybe a tattoo thing. The Star of Africa. So on your way out of Chungking Mansions, near the entrance, what you'll see is all these money exchange shops. For a lot of people who struggle to get their money out of mainland China, a common thing to do is to come to Hong Kong and then change the money over here, under the table, to avoid certain fees. But don't tell anyone I told you that. Hey, hold on. There's a big problem. Your personal info is being sold online without you even knowing about it. There are thousands of data brokers out there that are selling your personal information to unknown businesses to do as they please with it. Now, it's true that you could manually request that data brokers delete your info and protect your privacy. But the problem is, this could take years for you to do it all by yourself. Hong Kongers know about this problem all too well. But thankfully, there's a way to shut the door on people trying to take your info. And that solution is Incogni. Incogni helps protect your privacy and take your personal data off the market by reaching out to data brokers on your behalf, requesting your personal data removal, and dealing with their objections. And the whole process is automated. Data companies will hold on to things like your full name, your IP information, your email, your home address. This can happen to all of us. Imagine that you subscribe to our free newsletter, and then shortly afterward, you started receiving lots of spam from unknown senders. So here we have my own account, and as you can see, I still need to add my date of birth and phone number so that Incogni can properly find which brokers are using my info. Once I've done that, I can see here on my dashboard the requests that Incogni is currently sending out for my data to be taken down from these brokers. You can see here that 4 have already been completed. So give Incogni a try today. The first 100 people to use the code Sabbatical will get 20% off their first purchase. You should do it. Protecting your data is important. You know, I can find a memory card for my camera. Sorry? Maybe buy a memory card. Inside? There's a shop? Okay. I just looked at the remaining memory on my card. I'm about to run out. Gotta go get a new one. You guys sell like micro SD memory cards for this?
Memory card?
Yeah. There we go. How much is that?
This one $80.
Lunchtime?
Yeah.
Want to eat?
I just
Come.
ate actually. Thank you. Oh, you
Come.
offer some? Alright,
Yeah.
thanks. What do you call this?
You want spoon or you want to eat with hand?
Is eating with your hand the real way to do it?
Yeah,
Okay, let me try that.
just eat with that.
Okay, sure.
This is for you, all the biryani.
You have to finish.
You have to finish it, yeah. You cannot
You gotta
eat.
finish it. Oh shit. Challenge. So what kind of food is this? This is Indian?
This is Indian traditional food, yeah.
Okay. You guys are
Let's
from
go for it.
Alright, let's go.
This is for you, special.
Special. Okay.
आप ही बोल देते ना खाने के लिए बंदा नहीं है रे आ गया
You guys all from India?
Yeah.
Okay. And what part?
Kolkata.
Kolkata?
Look, this is potato, okay?
Okay.
Smash like this with the biryani
That's how you do it? No problem.
and eat it.
You take some rice
Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. This is like the basin right here. Okay. Wash it properly.
You want tea or anything?
Oh, no. You guys are being way too nice.
Take care, mate.
Yeah. What were your names again?
Saf.
Saf? What's your name?
Shakil.
Shakeen. What's his
Atik.
name? Atik. Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
See you, man.
How about that? Yeah, this is the kind of hospitality I can expect in India. Gotta get over there sometime. So what's even funnier about that is that building, the Chungking Mansions, and the surrounding area, the surrounding streets, are the closest thing that Hong Kong has to like a sketchy area, a place that Hong Kongers are afraid of. And yet it's located right in the heart of the city, right in the heart of Kowloon. Any foreigner who has walked up and down these streets before has probably been approached by a gentleman from South Asia asking if he'd like to come in and buy a suit or a tie or something like that. I mean, some of the sellers could be a little bit pushy, I guess, by Hong Kong standards, but yeah, we've been to Africa. We've seen different. However, this association of the Chungking Mansions and the South Asian community with criminality didn't completely come from nowhere. There's been several high-profile incidents in Hong Kong over the past decade of South Asian gangs literally brawling with knives and even guns right in public. There's even been instances of Pakistani refugees being recruited into the triads. Crazy stuff. And because there's so little crime in Hong Kong in general, these kinds of incidents tend to stick in the memory of Hong Kongers. And that's very unfortunate because, as you just saw, it's not particularly dangerous there. If you feed any snacks to a cat or a pigeon out here, you have to pay 1,500 Hong Kong dollars. 200 US. Wild. And while you might think that's a bit authoritarian, to be honest, I don't mind stuff like that. I like when cities are clean, don't you? Nice clean streets, not walking through old bubble gum or human feces. It's great. This park is interesting, as are many of the parks in Hong Kong, because if you were to come here on the weekend, particularly on Sunday, you'll notice that everyone here is Filipino or Indonesian. It is very common for Hong Kongers to have what they call a domestic helper, basically a maid, someone to help clean up their mess and everything like that. And these domestic helpers come almost exclusively from the Philippines and Indonesia. When they want to hang out on the weekends, when you don't have a ton of money and you're in one of the most expensive cities in the world, what do? Well, you make use of Hong Kong's public spaces and have yourself a party. Not if I ask, where are you guys from?
Philippines.
Philippines? Oh, okay. What part of the Philippines? Like Cebu or
Right from Ifugao, right? Correct.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short little tour of Sim Sat Choi, one of my favorite neighborhoods in Hong Kong. You know what? I think we need to go a little bit deeper into Hong Kong. It's time to take you to the new territories. Let's go. These metro stations in Hong Kong are always absolutely rammed. Welcome to the new territories, Sangai. 呢個係咩啊？
嗱，呢個蘿蔔，呢個脆皮。洋香我表家鄉住喺洋。
洋香 ，OK OK。我買兩個。
啊，呢個甜啊，花生芝麻，20蚊啦兩個。
10蚊。
20蚊，多謝啊。多謝多謝。
多謝，拜拜。So joining me once again as I go to meet the different communities of the new territories is my contact in the triads. Say hello once again to Selena. Leho. She speaks much better Cantonese than I do, so she's going to help me translate. There we go. How about this thing? What is this?
These are 茶果.
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 Okay. What are those made of?
Tea and glutinous flour. So it's a stuffed tea cake, which is traditional Hakka and Cantonese cuisine delicacy.
Wow. If that's not the most Hong Kong snack ever, I don't know what is. So the plan is, she's going to take me somewhere deep in the new territories. We're going to take a taxi to get out there. You know you're deep in Hong Kong when there's not even a metro stop. Hô trong cái lê ghê taxi. Hô Thái lê ghê taxi.
Hỗ đen mà.
Tea. Okay. Go inside.
Oh.
Okay. So we're now in Gamtien, which is a kind of working class area out on the outskirts of the new territories. Wow, space is so compressed in Hong Kong, even out here in what is supposed to be the countryside. You got cars parked in a cemetery, literally. Wait, hold on a second. Am I seeing this right? Is anybody there? Okay. Is it possible if I can get like a beard trimming? I like trim my beard a little bit.
Okay, just trim down a little bit.
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Nigeria?
Nigeria? Oh, okay. How far now?
What? The country?
USA.
USA.
New York.
New York. Oh.
Yeah. Which part of Nigeria are you from?
Lagos?
Lagos? Okay. Yoruba?
Yes.
Okay. I was there for like
Was
a
there?
month. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, stayed in like Lekki.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Good.
When did you move to Hong Kong?
2011.
2011. Wow. So you've been here for like a decade.
So when did you went to Lagos? What
Oh,
year?
last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
Oh.
Had some problems at the airport. They always want the money over there.
Yeah.
Are most of the people who live around here from Nigeria or different places?
I live in Hong Kong, Nigeria for really.
Oh, really?
But here in Hong Kong, we many. Even America, many Nigerian in America.
Oh, there's so many. Yeah. You guys are rich in America.
Can you please help me take a picture? Can you?
Like, has there ever been like a Oyimbo, a white guy that came here before me?
Yeah.
There were?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even Chinese people come here, Pakistan. But
Oh.
one time like that, I caught there for 2 American guys.
The 2 American guys?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
How did they find you?
Yeah, preaching God
Oh.
along the street. They come to me.
It must have been the Mormons.
Yeah.
I think those were the Mormons. $30? Okay, that's pretty fair. I'll give you 40. Thanks, man. There we go. Can't complain. Got a nice fresh beard trimming right there. Who would have thought I'd find a little Nigerian barbershop along the road here? You waiting for a picture? There you go. They hold checked off on there. The first stray dog I've ever seen in Hong Kong.
Probably not straight though.
Oh, you don't think he's a stray?
People are beating him.
Oh man, it's a shame. Right here in the middle of all these storage houses and garages, you have the Bunny Wonderland. But sadly, it appears to be a holiday. You can't see the bunnies. It's closed. What's going on with this bunny shrine? Can you explain this?
So, in feng shui, there are some spots that are good spots, some spots that are bad spots, and this is a potential bad spot. So they put this shrine here to serve the land of the god of land,
God
to
of land.
protect the house.
Oh, okay. So by putting this here, the bunnies are not going to die in an earthquake.
Good feng shui.
Interesting. Good feng shui. If your feng shui is good, you live a healthy life. Thank you, Selena. Explainer of all things Cantonese. Oh, 你好。
呢度好人啲咩？
呢度貨倉嚟嘅喎，呢度係啊。
This is so wild to me. Right here in the middle of all these garages and like little shanty towns and stuff. You just have a grave. A grave that's been here for who knows how long. I guess all this stuff started developing around it. There's just no space left to build out here.
我諗萬一
11 to 12K for 700 square feet.
1100 to 12K per month?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
咁有啲係400尺、300零400尺。
So 300 to 400 square feet, about 6.5K.
6.5K. About 400 square feet. Wow. Okay.
Small.
And these are like some of the cheapest prices in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
聲語叫鬆冇咁逼傑咯。係啊係。喂，過嚟，慢慢先，慢慢先。睇先，好，慢慢先，唔好過嚟，慢慢先。好。
Hey, you calm down. 你好啊。你哋識講廣東話？哦。就好犀利，好犀利。我唔識講。Okay, I'm going. 多謝，拜拜。It's so interesting to be here after traveling across Japan. In the Japanese countryside, you just find abandoned houses, abandoned villages everywhere. But here in Hong Kong, it's the absolute opposite. Every piece of land that can possibly be built on has been built on, and housing demand is through the roof. But to be honest, the insane housing prices in Hong Kong and the insanely small places that you're paying for, this isn't a result of a lack of land. It's a result of government policies. Because the Hong Kong government, in order to charge such low tax rates to incentivize all these foreigners from around the world to come here, create businesses, they create an artificial shortage of land, and they sell the land at insane prices. And this gets passed along all throughout the economy. The property prices are insane. Meanwhile, many Hong Kongers are barely surviving. All right, it's time to go even deeper into Hong Kong. It's time to go to the border with China. I'm gonna take this minibus to go. And I need to put on my mask. So for a little local bus like this, the way it works, take your octopus card, which I finally have one of now, press it, pay you roughly $1 US, then you get your seat. And we now have to wait for the bus to fill up before it takes off. So you grew up riding buses like this and trams and stuff?
Yeah. Local special.
The local specials? Mm-hmm. Cram as many people into a small space as you can?
Yeah.
And we're off. So it took about 10 seconds to fill up the bus. We're back in Yulong, the land of the triads. Okay, so we almost forgot an important detail about getting to the Chinese border. The thing is, the border between Hong Kong and China has been effectively closed for 3 years. So there's not a lot of public transportation going there. We're gonna have to get a taxi to go over. Even though Hong Kong is technically part of China, it is an autonomous region, albeit with some shrinking autonomy lately. All along this border, you'll find the city of Shenzhen. Shenzhen runs all along the border with Hong Kong. And there's 3 or 4 border checkpoints that you can cross over to. However, these border checkpoints for the past 3 years have been effectively closed. Only a limited amount of people can cross every day.
They need like a pass to go to Shenzhen Bay, but he doesn't have the pass.
This is about to make me emotional. Over there, those huge buildings in the distance, is Shenzhen, mainland China. And that huge bridge, that huge white bridge crossing the bay, if you could see it, that still has some trucks passing by, but nothing else. That leads to the border crossing. I've crossed that border so many times. It's really funny because out here, we're really in the backwoods of Hong Kong, if such a thing exists. But once you cross that bridge and cross the border, you're right in downtown Shenzhen. You'll be walking through skyscrapers immediately. fills me with such weird feelings, seeing Shenzhen and mainland China over there in the distance, seeing those skyscrapers. Over there in China, I still have an office, I had a life, and I don't think it'll ever be the same, even if I go back. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh man. The only thing in Hong Kong that has been surprisingly very affordable is taxis. That man just drove us all over the place. It didn't even cost $20. Wow. Look at all this. Locally grown Hong Kong bananas. Most of Hong Kong's food and water supply still comes from mainland China, though, is that right?
Yeah.
Temporary suspension of electricity supply. An abandoned house in Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Didn't know that existed. So Selena, were your parents born in Hong Kong or are they from mainland China?
My dad is born in Hong Kong, and my mom is from Guangdong region.
Guangdong region. It's the province right over the border.
Yeah.
Where they also speak Cantonese. 하얗 거 guesthouses. Gotta love that guy. Classic Hong Kong driver, just chain smoking.
Very spontaneous schedule.
Has no idea what the schedule is. So now, in a true Hong Kong border town, a border village, which is called, apparently, Hapak Naitsun. There you go. Let's take a quick tour of Hapak Naitsun. Here you have your community bathroom. I expect it to be very clean inside. And it is. Hong Kong is like very weird in the sense that a lot of it looks kind of shabby, or like it was just hastily thrown together. But at the same time, it's very, very clean. It's a paradox. It's almost as if the people here care about their community.
攞水啊？
係有冇凍？
呢唔凍，你話凍啊？我唔凍嘅。
你想要 do you want cold water or
係冰水。
我知，要凍啊。
凍水。
我凍㗎。
High five. Oh no, you're too shy. That's a strong grip right there. Okay.
房間我攞俾你要埋啲先啦，好冇？你要唔要咩啊？要你自己攞咯，雪糕嗰啲。
或者我哋可能食咗呢先。我話想問下呢度啲村民通常做咩？係咪會種菜？即係呢度主要啲真係種菜，維生種菜維生。
種菜咯。咁如果年紀大咗退休，咪睇下孫啊，喺屋企喺度屋企坐下咁。
但多數係原居民嚟。
And here we have what you may be surprised to know is a very typical Hong Kong dish, French toast. You can thank the British for that.
It's tasty.
Yeah.
Peanut butter inside, butter on top, and then syrup.
That's syrup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like this.
Peanut butter jelly sandwich and French toast at the same time. It works. Okay, it's the bus. Let's not miss it, or we'll be stuck here. There we go. You know, a great way to end this video would be by telling you that we're now going to continue on into mainland China. Over to Shanghai, Beijing, the Great Wall, all that stuff. And I've really been looking forward to that. And I would love to take you there. In fact, I think it'll be the biggest adventure we go on this channel. It'll be the climax of my sabbatical. But sadly, that's not going to happen. At least as of this recording, it's still very, very difficult for a foreigner to enter into mainland China. Plus, as we all know, you should never climax too early. Am I right? But don't worry. I promise next year we'll find our way in. But this is a video about Hong Kong. This is Hong Kong's story. And you know, I gotta admit, before coming here, I wasn't sure I was gonna enjoy myself. But I actually did. It was great being back here. It was like visiting an old friend. And it was so much fun showing you guys some of the things and secrets that I've never shown anyone else. The stuff I knew about this place. So then, till we meet again, whenever that is.